Welcome, you guys, all back to the Nexus. And today, as I sit down, because woo, we're going to be going from this to this and this. So, after looking through the Sterling ink cleaner, I realized one, because the pages are so thin and stuff, like I don't want to write in pencil and then erase because I know that that could potentially rip the pages. And so I decided that I was going to use this journal as kind of like a catch-all. So let me show y'all some of the pages. This bullet journal, this bullet journal has been through a lot. I'm not gonna show y'all pages because it kind of turned into a journal at some point. But so this one, I've already kind of sketched out the pages. So I did my little measurements page. This page is going to be table of contents. And as you can see, like this is already like the marker that I use bleeds through. I did a pen test. I did a pen test in the back. So we can kind of see that there will be a lot of ghosting on these pages, but I'm not really too pressed because like I said, like it is a cheaper thing. So it's going to be, you know, thinner. So next we have my vision board page. I think that's going to be just fine. And then instead of doing a future planning page, normally this is how I do future planning, where like that's normally what happens. But because this bullet journal is more of like a list journal, I decided that I was going to do actual calendars for every month. So all of these are monthly calendar pages. They're going to be really simple, nothing major. And then I'm going to explain more like as I do things. We have like my Britney list, which I'll explain later, my anime watch list, because I like to keep track of all the different ones. This is the learning log, which I will explain when I actually design this page because it will be voiceover, and then yearly goals and yearly goals, and then quarterly goals. And then I will have a section for my finances, since I always kind of do my budget and stuff in this planner, and it kind of looks, I'm pulling out old planners so I can show y'all stuff. Let's see, is this one? No, this one's from August, so it doesn't have it in there. I don't know where my other one, I had another one up here to show y'all. Either way, I will show y'all my finance pages. So enjoy the music. The music is made by E.L. Robinson, BT Dubs. I'll leave his Instagram down below if you guys want him to make you some music. He makes great music. So let me just print out some things and get my glue stick, and it'll be time to start this work. Okay, so I'm calling this bullet journal my Bujo adjacent. So like I said before, I'll be using this in conjunction with my hobo. And so I decided that I want to keep my hobo nice and clean, and I want to do the creative stuff in here. But at the same time, I want it to be very functional. So the first thing we're starting off with, of course, is the table of contents. Originally, I was going to paint it. Well, not paint it. I was going to use my brush pens. The paper is really thin, so it did not work like I wanted it to. And I'm just showing y'all this so that y'all can see, like, yeah, I thought this was a cute idea. And then I started coloring it and I didn't like it. I mean, I immediately hated it. So just so you know, if you're using the Paperage planners or notebooks, they do not take well to marker at all. Like, it was an immediate no. So I also went to my scrapbooks. I have a lot of scrapbook paper. So we figured, why not pick one of them? And I picked my mermaid fairy themed one. And I'm going to be using this throughout all of the calendar future planning pages, since this is just like part one of the journal. Doing journals like this take a long time. I'm going to just be honest with y'all. It takes a while. So if you're ever overwhelmed by the idea of doing a bullet journal, I'm going to be honest with you. It does take a while. This video or this series had to be broken up into parts because I just don't have time nowadays to just sit down and just complete my full journal for the new year. But when I'm done with everything, I love the way that it looks. So it kind of is one of those things where it felt horrible doing, but I love the finished product. Also, I'm still in this whole I strive for discipline, not perfection era. So while I originally was going to draw everything out for you guys and make it extra complicated for myself, I knew that that meant that I wasn't going to actually finish this project. So this is part one. I hope you guys enjoy it. I don't really have much else to say. I will say, of course, you need rulers. I printed out the months of the year and the days of the week because I did not want to write those in over and over and over and over. Obviously, you can do that, but I like saving time right now and I can still make it look cute. Another thing I've noticed with this particular bullet journal is that the glue, I use the Elmer's regular purple school glue stick. This paper plus the scrapbook paper, they do not adhere the best. So what you probably won't see a lot is that you do see it. You see that I close the book a lot and try to make sure that the page folds together because the paper is so smooth that it kind of just makes everything slip out of place until the glue dries. So I do recommend taking some time and folding your journal as you're doing it when you're using it, if you're using this planner, just because the scrapbook paper and the paper, they don't really like each other as much. And like I said, I'm using the Elmer's glue. I don't spend a lot of money on glue. I thought I had double stick tape that probably would have worked better because of how thin this planner paper is, but it is what it is. Y'all, it's ghosts so much. Ghosting is a huge issue for this planner, but again, I don't care. So I'm going to stop yapping and I will let you guys get back to the movie. Enjoy the music. I decided that I wasn't going to actually record all of the dates of the months. Y'all know what that looks like already. So I'm just going to do a flip through at the end so that you guys can see all of them. But a couple other things. One, definitely don't use the brush pen side of your brush pens with this paper. It bleeds through, not like too much, but if you want the color to actually show up a little bit, then it is going to bleed pretty nicely through the paper. I also know that my microns work really good with this paper, and my regular Uniball pens work well too. Gel pens, I tried it on one page and I covered it up with construction paper because it just took a really long time to dry, so it smeared when I closed the book. And I'm one of those people, I'm like, in the beginning of my planners and my journals, I don't want smudges. So I covered it up with some construction paper. All right, so this is what we have so far. Like I said, this is just part one. I obviously think we have a lot more to go. I will continue this scrapbook theme throughout the planner. So the next video that you guys are gonna see is actually me setting up my goals pages, my bucket list pages, like those kinds of pages. But these are my future planning pages. I think they came out really good. I'm looking at it as I'm doing this voiceover and they look really good on camera. I'm really proud. Yeah, I don't know. I like them. Let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know what kind of planner you're using. Do you guys have any planner questions? Please leave them down below. Thank y'all so much for checking out the Nexus. We're almost at 200 subscribers, which is crazy. So if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification button. And we will be coming back with another video sometime this week. Logging out of the Nexus until next time, nerds. Bye. Thank you.